Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Wolfenstein: The New Order. So it's been a couple of days, so it's going to take me just a second to think about where I am. Okay, yeah, we're sneaking into this prison and we're in stealth and we just have this laser gun and we've been chased by this dog. And I'm thinking that that dog is probably going to make a new appearance. Yeah. So the one thing I'm thinking is maybe we'll break out the resistance here in this prison, and then we will at that point. That just gave me armor. Interesting. Like, maybe at that point we'll be at full health. Maybe not. You know what's odd is this looks eerily similar to the level layout in Deus Ex Human Revolution, I think one of the DLC levels. And I'm kind of wondering if maybe they just reused the mechanics. Well, for a second there, I thought that the laser targeting element on the gun was the alarm looking at me. And see, they just want me to get to a certain spot. It doesn't seem like there's even anybody here. I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out that like all of the robots that we've seen are the resistance members. Remember, it's been 14 years. The United States surrendered. Apparently the Nazis own the entire world, or of any portion of the entire world that they care their own. Why there would be any real resistance left is a little odd. I would almost assume that they weren't the original resistance. If there were any resistance members, then it would simply be kids, effectively, just a unorganized gang at best, trying to start a resistance and getting caught immediately. We still don't really have the backstory enough to explain away like why so many people join the Nazi party now, but I imagine it's just mandatory service and a lot of brainwashing. Maybe if you don't work for the Nazis at some point, your career path is ruined. So it's an alarm and a gun now. And there's no reload on the laser. It certainly seems like this is just going to end up being a trapped area. It's not much of a room for a boss fight though. I suppose we are still looking for collectibles too. Enigma codes and gold. If we don't have the map though, I don't think I'm gonna get it. It's quickly becoming a certainty that you would have to play this game twice. Because I just think there's gonna be, like, one of these doors is gonna open. Is what's gonna happen. We hear people yelling, but there's no guards even. That's another element that makes no sense here. Is every single guard we found hasn't been carrying a gun, just a stun baton. People are speaking German. You would imagine They all speak German in Germany. BJ Blazkowicz here is, or William as they call him in this game. He is a fish out of water because he is in the heart of Nazi Germany, not in the United States. It's not until the new Colossus sequel that he gets back to the United States, and that'll be fun. Of course, that also kind of ruins the idea of a third game in a trilogy, because you've already started like directly in the two interesting places. It's not going to be very interesting to people who play the game in the United States if the third game took place, say, in like England or the UK. It's not going to make any sense to play in any of the Africa, South America countries. Where? How have I missed? Is this whole path like literally nothing? I think this whole path might be literally nothing. And it's not like I can weld these things. You could maybe put a Nazi Russia, USSR type country for the third game, and that would be slightly interesting. But we're getting a lot of screaming. And like maybe a Nazi China might be interesting a little bit, but you're gonna have to do something really crazy, or you have to, at some point I think they have to adopt the time mechanic too. So like I'm supposed to get that way, and I guess there's no way to get that way. Or I guess right there. Yeah, I think it has to go back in time. I think we have to go back and fight the fight in a more normal timeline. Like, I could see the last part of a third game being that BJ Blazkowicz has all this technology from this timeline, and
There, B2. Time to let the monsters out of the cage.
so we had to trigger this dialogue, which people are screaming now when we get in this area. See, this General William Strauss seems like a kind of hopeful jailer, and not the bad guys, the mustache twirling bad guy we would have expected. Yeah, maybe in the third game, if you went back to the original timeline with the new technology, you could win the war and defeat the Nazis quicker. But then maybe that would give the new technology to the Nazis in the first place and make a Ouroboros, like, snake eating its own tail type story. And that probably doesn't really help too much. We can, I guess, sit here and just listen to this whole thing. I'm at 100 health, 19 armor. So he's still trying to get the resistance information out of it. So that kind of confirms that everybody got quiet for a second there.
Hunched up like animals. Like goddamn animals.
So the question is, are these people crazy? Or are these people the people I should save? I guess it doesn't matter. And I guess I can shoot these. Let's see, and so their hands are chained behind their back, but the cuffs just magically come off. Interesting. And is one of these guys, are these the guys that I fought with? How? Oh, this guy.
Gosh, oh my. I thought I was a goner. And here you are, back from the dead. To save us all, imagine that. Oh, what have you been up to, Captain Blazkowicz?
Shooting, stabbing, strangling Nazis. Ready to set things straight, Wyatt.
Fantastic.
So, is Wyatt.
Let's get out of here, shall we? Hey, you close that door.
Finally, they have guns. Huge coincidence that Wyatt is one of the resistance members.
All right, let's get to work.
And see, what was the point of that?
Blazkowicz, is there a way into the vent duct up there? Possibly
So, interesting vent duct out there.
Yeah, climb up in there.
That light would not hold any weight. Apparently I can see him, but I can't shoot him. Seems like there might have been... I might very well have
For sore eyes.
accidentally missed something, because it looked like over here on the edge there might have been a collectible that I didn't see.
Proper hardware.
Now we have an automatic shotgun, and so we can stop messing with just doing this. Here's the alarm I imagine he would have run and taken. Some overcharge health, bullets, armor, shotgun. And are we ready? So I've got now an automatic shotgun, and dual handguns. Now that we're back to this point, the question should be, maybe I also can throw knives. Like stealth kills from thrown knives, I should have done more of those. Stealth takedowns with overcharged health, I'm not sure I'm ever going to get that done. And stealth kills melee or ranged with soldiers, still a lot to do there. Kills using handguns or assault rifles probably means I shouldn't use the shotgun. Honestly, I guess kills from cover using handguns, headshot kills. Kill five kills within 10 seconds using a detached turret gun would be nice. LKW, we still don't know what that is. I've been over these perks too many times. So handguns it is. We'll stick with handguns. I can't trigger this. Can't trigger that. I think we're good. Oops, didn't have my stealth on. Let's try to use our lean ability. So I needed the stealth sensor on it, and I didn't have that, so and
Is that all you got? Dumb Nazi.
so everybody else is dead. It's just Wyatt. So much for the resistance.
Let's get out of here together.
Unless there was... Need to ambush the guards.
Come on, this way.
And he's running ahead of me.
Cap, can you pick this lock? My fingers won't work right. They've been chained up for too long.
Let's see. Particularly easy lockpick here since it's not optional.
Thank you, sir.
Of course, this would be a hack if we were playing the other timeline.
Gosh, you picked a heck of a time to show up. Heck of a time.
See, we're
Not many of us left still fighting.
starting to get all the weapons I think we're going to have for the rest of the game.
Things are going to change, Captain Blazkowicz. They gotta. You hear that? Reinforcements. They'll bring the hammer down on this whole city block. This way, Captain.
Is that reinforcements?
Wait. Oh, Jesus. There's a Panzer hunt out there. If we run like heck, I think we can make it. Follow me! Come this way, Captain! Yeah, that's right. I think we can pull this off if we work together.
So, we can't even fight these guys. Cover you. So.
Take the lead, Captain. I'll be right behind you.
We'll just... It's time to run and gun. No more stealth. At the very least, I'm doing covering fire. Now, here's the thing though. Now all of a sudden we see all the collectibles. The game seems to just kind of hand those to us. Where's the guy? Let's do that. Let's see. I need this door open, and to have this door open, I need to find the guy that's shooting at me. And where is he? There he is. And see, now I just kind of feel a little bit awkward because I don't know if that counts as a stealth takedown while we're overcharged or not, but it was a takedown. And see, this is where we came in. Yeah, it just feels a little different now. Like, we went from playing stealth for about an hour to now we're just running gun shooting, and this guy's not going down easy. Quick draw. Might as well look in both directions. I have a second knife now, so I can throw that. Seems like there might be another knife somewhere around here. Really interesting. It's just on the floor. And some health. Nothing over here. And all of these areas that I didn't bother to cut when I was playing stealth. Let's see. These guys are a little too strong for me. Just throw a knife on them. And these doors are open. And we were here before, I think. Like, we started right here. So if there was any collectible I missed, now would be the time to go back and get it. And see, while I'm wandering around here, my partner's potentially dying, and that's not a good way to play. Let's see. Straight ahead there's some things. This door is open.
Gotta keep fighting!
I don't think I'm well suited here. Yeah, let's try that. How about that too? I'm out of grenades to throw. Of course, playing on easy, it's easy. I did see an early review of the new Colossus, the sequel, and they said that it was hard. Alright, we gotta run. Like, I've kind of found the first game to be a little hard too, so it wouldn't surprise me if it does turn out that the sequel's a little bit more difficult than you would expect in a normal game like this. Go ahead and refill. I am here. There's an Enigma code right there, a knife right here, gun. Knife, bullets, armor. For as much damage as I took. I'm not fully recovering. I'm at 90, 100, okay. 100 there. And bullet-wise. And grenade-wise. And some areas are just blocked off. And some secret doors are just blocked off. And he's here. And he's just waiting. I guess there's probably an enemy somewhere still this way.
Hey! Captain Blazkowicz! Head up the stairs!
Thanks for letting me know. His legs certainly flopped around a lot there. He yelled that out so anybody that was guarding now knows where we are. So now we're up here, and it feels like the game is going to very much have us easily find all the collectibles for this level. This might have been the level that they wanted us to Oh, I thought he was dead. Wow. These heavily armored guys.
We got this, Cap! Come on! Come on! Come on!
Come on, come on. I'll take those. Well, maxed out there. And the thing that's kind of striking me on this is I have the feeling that what's going to happen is we're going to lose all of our weapons again. That's been the consistent issue. Certainly. Like, it's been very, very consistent that every level you start over from the beginning. It's a golden helmet, piece of collectible, some more armor. Is there anything else in this room? No. Try to keep our armor at 100% because that's really the only permanent health upgrade I think we're ever going to get. It's an interesting old school way of playing a game too. Like, most first person shooters have RPG elements where the enemies are leveled up or there's something somewhere going on that gives you more health eventually. This actually does kind of feel more like a just permanent you're going to have 100 health and that's it scenario. I like how there's always this construction. With the opulence of the architectural of true Nazis, it makes sense that they would potentially always be building, giving their workers something to do, particularly their slave labor something to do, which is, I imagine, what they were, how that works. Wonder if there's a way up here. Notice how there's like observation windows. They don't even trust each other. This almost kind of has like a portal feel. The other way I could have come would have been this way.
Watch out!
Why is he telling me to watch out this direction? Seems like the AI might be a little bit off. Have we collected everything? No. There's 2 pieces of gold and an enigma code still. That's either in a whole other section that we're going to see now, or
I'll steal it from
like now all of these guys have guns. And we are here still. This is part of the map, so I must have missed collectibles in the other section.
Over here, sir! I've got the engine running!
Yeah, forget that. I'm not gonna do that when we can come over here and shoot everything and look at everything. Oh, seriously? Apparently, don't go that way because you'll immediately die. Where's it gonna put me back? Up the stairs. So where's this dog that... We're still gonna try handgun shots. Grenade pouch. Upgrade. We don't need to collect the things again, so I'm really kind of fine to just run through this section this time. They want you certainly to have played this that way and just use the automatic shotgun and feel like you're really cool. But if you go that direction, you also I must have pulled these enemies towards me the last time because they weren't there before, and I don't believe the game is and there's nothing at all really over here. Alright. So attempt number 2.
Shoot them! I'll steal us a car!
And I guess what shot me... Oh, seriously. Like, I'm not dying just because somebody's shooting me, right? I'm dying because I'm going somewhere I'm not supposed to go. And this is ridiculous. I'm just gonna...
We got this, Cap! Come on! Come on! Come on!
Let's see, let's grab this hell armor. Like max armor, max everything else. And one shot will bring these guys this way. Which is probably not any better than if I just decided to go this direction. Seems like it split them up a little bit. You go over there and you start the process of stealing this car.
I'll steal us a car!
Like, these guys are hitting me and not doing any damage, so it makes no sense. Am I supposed to just kind of
I got the engine running!
come down this way and try to be very careful not to go anywhere I'm not supposed to go because they've programmed this game terribly.
Here, Captain Blazkowicz!
So press right trigger to accelerate and left trigger to brake or reverse.
Just drive up the stairs! Press the big window! Come on!
Crafty, loyal, tenacious.
Got it! Got it open, Captain!
And so now we're in a new area. I only, like, I still have all my other guns, so I don't know why I would particularly want to use the laser gun.
What now?
But now, she opens the thing.
I can't believe you made it out of there.
Their lips don't move half the time. I've started noticing that.
Do any of you know how to hotwire a car?
You just bang on the car, that's how you hotwire it? So here's the resistance. You did all that risk to save one guy, and you got the rest killed. And apparently the police cars are somewhat bulletproof.
I'm taking you home. There's cameras all over the city. They're tracking us no matter where we go.
Seems to be true.
Nighttime will be easier. With more options. A daytime entrance into the Chrysler Resistance headquarters is not advisable in the West. Never been attempted as far as I know. But the skies seem clear. No one's following us. I think we can make a little history today. This is a two-part maneuver. Done right, we should head perfectly into a blind spot. Everybody ready? Go! Now! Run! thing about the Nazis is they really are stupid. So long as we're hidden by this mist, no one will see us. Now, for the second part, the jump. Once we're underwater, hold your breath, swim after me. Stay submerged no matter what happens. There are Nazis all around. If you break the surface, they will kill us. Don't hesitate. Jump!
So we're back to swimming, and didn't expect that, really. And the Resistance headquarters is really just in the middle of this whole place. And all my guns are missing. What am I supposed to be grabbing up here? Apparently. And opening the door. What a stupid place to have the Resistance. See, they can't hold their breath, and it's getting darker and darker for me. Like, I'm running out of...
Sorry. There was no break in front of that hatch when I left. I've been in prison for the last 3 months. Oh, so gosh dang stupid. Shouldn't assume things were as I left them. Great job keeping us alive out there, Captain. It's good to be home.
Might as well charge up, I suppose. And we're in a new area, which maybe we'll get the collectibles in this area.
Max, oh, feelings mutual, Max.
Calm down, Max. Gently.
The guy's got a hole in his head.
Whoa, stand down. This is Klaus. He's one of us. He was a Nazi before, but he's on our side now.
Where is he, Johnny?
How is this possible? We are in the very center of Berlin. You're hiding in a plain sight.
It's the last place they would have got.
Will they not hear us?
Best to keep your voice down, you know?
Fuck me. B.J. Blazkowicz. I should have known only you would be dumb enough to do a daytime entry. Glad to have you back, Bart.
Caroline, you're alive.
If you call shitting in a bag living, it's 3 pulverized vertebrae. You?
I have no idea who this character.
Shrapnel right in the conch. Still in there.
Severed colon, septic shock, shattered pelvis.
Memory loss, flashbacks, 14 years in a loony bin.
Good to see you, Wilma. So, what can you do?
So is that a character from Return to Castle Wolfenstein, or is that from the 2009 Wolfenstein Activision Blizzard game?
It's been 3 months since they hauled you away. Thought you were dead, actually. Sent people off to that prison. They don't come back, you know? It's a trip. You brought some new cats with you, actual reinforcements. It's cool, man.
I am hearing interesting things out of London. I have a folder marked Project Whisper, but someone has borrowed it. Klaus, I believe it was. Can you find it and bring it to me, would you please, Captain? Now that you are here, I think we can do great things. Why don't you sit with me, Miss Anya? Listen in on these frequencies. Anything out of London, make a note of the time and write down as much as you can. Here is pen and paper.
Can I do typewriter?
You know how to type.
Yes. My parents thought I should learn.
Ah, for you to take dictation, prescriptions and such.
Not really. It was useful during my time at the University of London for my doctorate in archaeology. Then the Blitz
Interesting.
came, and I had to go back home. I was only 16.
Well, Doctor, please assist me in figuring out what these damn Nazis are up to.
So the audio and the cutscene's still a major problem. I don't really know how to fix this. Let's go back this way. We're in a total different level now. And it's a tiny level. There's a records, there's an armor's upgrades. What did we get a perk that... Headshot kills, increases the speed at which weapons reload. kills from the handgun still needs to... Kills from cover with a handgun still needs to be done. And then maybe I could get kills from cover with the shotgun, which is I bet what that is. Kills from cover using primary, using the assault rifle. And then I need to do marksman, gun, whatever that is, to do some more kills. That's probably the sniper rifle. See that? And I didn't even come into the menu to look at the perk system. Actually, I came into the menu to look at notes. Tutorials. There's something missing here in the notes. Like, really something missing. I should be able to know who this character is, Caroline Becker. And see, the game is even telling me
Klaus on the second floor. He should
who it
have
is.
the folder for Project Whisper.
And we've got some backstory. Let's talk to her. Find Project Whisper before I can talk to her. We have Jay here.
You look right. I don't know you.
He seems
I'm not
like
looking to make friends.
Bobby Bram. So we're kind of back to the beginning where the game had this more team feel than we've ever seen in like Wolfenstein 3D at least. And here's Death Head, and here's some other people. And see, it doesn't even seem like Hitler played much of a part in this timeline of the rise of Nazism, the coming to power.
Are you deaf?
Well, much more.
See if you can find it. It's called Project Whisper. Talk to Klaus.
We're of course here.
Bench. Don't think Guitar Boy would mind if I borrow it.
Let's see. What's this? Ah, there's the armor upgrade. Use the workbench for that. So he's doing all kinds of... I have no idea what you're doing here. This is way too many speakers necessary for music. Particularly if you're trying to be silent and not get caught. He's soundproofing with mattresses on one side and carpeting on the floor, and then filling the room with noise. There's some kind of vehicle, or like this is a smuggling... Oh, somebody gets in there. Interesting. Here's a artist painting. Where we don't know where we are actually, I guess, because we don't have a map. Looks like there might be something sneaky back this way. Store's locked. That's the archives. And here's a bunch of art. I guess they saved from the Nazis stealing. This was a building. Like, this isn't just living in the walls. This is a full-on building. With the door, entrance and exits. Which gives me the feeling that the rest of the game is going to take place in Berlin.
Hast du ihn gesehen?
Maybe they could have another game not in Berlin, but Germany's not that big. You could do all of Germany and go for more of an open world. I don't think that really changes too much though, or fixes anything. So we have Klaus Kreutz, and we have Max Haus. And look, he's just got a hole in his skull. I think I'm supposed to talk to Klaus, right? Yeah, so it's before we talk to Klaus. Here's a memorial wall.
Must be Max's room.
Max is childlike.
What is Max hiding in there? Is that the Project Whisper folder? Either need a crowbar or find a way around.
So I have to find a crowbar. So I guess we could talk to this guy. We can't talk to him now. Well, that certainly sucks. Like, I've accidentally moved the story forward. And because I moved the story forward, I can't have that line of dialogue that everybody else in the game would have been able to have. The Japanese pushback, so that it would probably be a decent thought if the Japanese or somebody was still fighting the Nazis in this timeline. Some third enemy, like, let's see. When you think of things like StarCraft, Warcraft, Warcraft, the original Warcraft actually only had 2 classes, but StarCraft is a good example. Just you had humans and Zerg and Protoss, so it's a 3-way triangle of fighting, like for a rock, paper, scissors style of battle. If it's literally just the super powerful Nazis that are in charge of everything and a few small resistance leader, record found, a man-to-man, yeah. Then this is gonna be it loses credibility a little bit. Just a little. It seems unrealistic. Let's see, I could find the way around. But how can I get up on this? Let's see. Well, there's a collectible there. At least we know about it. Probst White the Third.
Oh, it's so good to be home, Captain. You know, I think I might need to catch some Z's. Yep. I'll see you when I wake up, okay?
Is he gonna lie down and die from exhaustion?
There's a lot of Nazis out there we gotta deal with.
How many collectibles do we have left? There's like 1 gold, and then the characters will probably just sort themselves out. One would assume that if you're taking the other timeline, this would simply be laid out as a different room, or the same room, just used tools.
Well, that seems to be in order.
I hear a dog. So we found multiple crowbars in the area. Did they free a dog? Take out as many knives as possible. That's helpful. This place is... Guess we could... come on. I can't throw knives? What the deal? I guess maybe I have to stand back this way. Let's see. And the fact that I can only throw a couple before I run out. Puts me in a weird position. So one more try. Let's see. I seem to always go a little bit too high. I think I may have gotten it that time. Did we get any? Yeah, there's a couple. Couple in the center there. But why do I hear a dog sound? And here's a reference to the Wolfenstein 3D. And yes, let's see, do I have my laser gun? I can cut this at some point and slide down here. So we can actually have a nightmare and play Wolfenstein 3D, and that's pretty much all this is reference gonna be. So let's do it. Like, I'm only gonna play for a second or two.
Strange dreams. The killing never stops. Till I die.
So, honestly, this is probably the best way to play Wolfenstein 3D ever. It's the level. Because it's me in the New Order playing against this. I guess the question would be, how much of the game is here? Because you could have the whole game and it wouldn't really take up any space. Wow. And there might be some kind of achievement for going through the whole game. The question, I guess, becomes, though, what is the canon here? Like, did this happen? Was I ever at Castle Wolfenstein? It sounds like the sound files might be slightly different, too. I'm almost out of bullets. Like, in some more realistic graphics, modern graphics, was BJ Blazkowicz ever at Castle Wolfenstein? Did he ever actually kill Mecha Hitler? Did any of those things occur? This is so better than playing the original game. I'd like to see if I can find the collectible. I guess you'd have to find that they respond differently to bullets. Come on, wall. There's water on the floor. And wells. I swear I thought there was a secret passage this way. Doors are kind of staying open too, which that is not how the game worked before. See, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the one piece of gold. This, though, is not right. I know for a fact this is not what was in here. These would have been gold collectibles. doesn't seem like headshots particularly kill these guys any better, so aiming for the stomach, the mid-range of the body, is probably a better move. Armor, health, we're really playing this. And I imagine you would get a prompt against the wall if there was any secret passages. Well, you do have to be pretty close to the walls actually to get them though. So I could see. And you're doing like quad taps on your gun to kill these guys. But plenty of bullets, way more bullets than I think you could have held in the original game. This is so much easier to control, so much better. This is most definitely the right way to play Wolfenstein 3D. So if you wanted just to play this game, this is doable. This is even feels like it might be playable. There's still a little bit of motion sickness on this, but not as bad at all. This might even be playable like in VR. I don't know exactly how you'd get the control. Again, there's a lot of little armor and ammo going on in here versus what I would, the gold and collectibles that would be in the game. There's a flag. And we're going a little long. They're almost undercutting themselves, though, if you can play the full Wolfenstein 3D in the game. Of course, you do have to play a significant amount of the new order before you can get to this point. And I'm certainly no expert here, so I don't know how much further along this level could be. I do want to just find the exit and move on, though. That would be a nice thing to learn. Of course, you don't even have to really be an expert in this level. The door is open, and because the door is open, you know whether you've been somewhere or not. Barrels don't explode. This area, this door here, opens. Guy snuck up on me. Where are these guys coming from? It's like they're respawning or something. And I have like the cover mechanic. Ah, so close. So close too. Like, that felt like it should have happened. Sadly, you can only play it once, it seems. And I bet the game cheated there to kill you in the first level, if I was to guess. And it took my knives away from me. Well, as much fun as that was to take an extra 5 minutes to play Wolfenstein 3D, I do kind of get the feeling like you can only play the first level, which kind of sucks, because it feels like I would be willing to pay $2 or $3 DLC to play all of Wolfenstein 3D like that, legitimately, as just its own side thing you can run from the menu, which is a lot more than you probably should pay for Wolfenstein 3D. Honestly, 99 cents is still a little expensive for such an old game. But this is what it is. Also, we're done with the level, so as always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.